about 1,000 people present at this protest, according to Richland County Sheriff Leon Lott. He did want us to emphasize that it is a peaceful protest. We are at the Columbia Police Department where protesters marched after being at the State House, and just a few minutes ago, Chief Skip Holbrook came out and people started throwing things. He went back inside and it looked like riot police with plexiglass shields and baton sticks started coming out.
From water bottles being thrown to rocks being thrown, bricks being thrown, police cars being set on fire, the American flag being set on fire, people being chased, people being beaten up. You can see some of the video there, cars being tagged with spray paint.
Until somebody actually show us that they care, this is what you're going to see. You're going to keep seeing this. This ain't going nowhere. It's not going anywhere, and I hope it don't, because we deserve better.
Okay, Darcy, we're going to send it back to you. We're hearing some sounds coming from the parking garage. We're going to send it back to you.
And that was recorded earlier. Alicia is on the phone with us right now. What was that earlier? Did we ever figure it out? Was that gunshots, Alicia? Was that gunfire going off?
That's what we're hearing from multiple people, JR. The reporter who was closest to the action was our Jacob Reynolds. And by the way, I'm talking to you behind police headquarters, and you mentioned the police cars on fire. We are seeing the smoke above the building right now, and we are behind the building. So that's how far away would you think that is, Rich? I'm sitting next to my photographer.
When protests go from being peaceful to being violent, the conversation changes. We have people out there right now, not all of them, but a significant number of them who are violating city ordinances, who are violating state law, who are violating federal law, and it just won't be tolerated.
Dispersing tear gas to try and get these protesters to go home. Some protesters insisted on staying, and so what you're seeing right now is they are being detained because, again, they were ordered, the entire city was ordered to stay home.
This is the damage that we're seeing to the businesses on Lincoln Street, Sandler's Diamonds and Time and the Blue Marlin in the Vista have both been damaged by rioters, not protesters. The protesters were the peaceful people who went from City Hall to the State House. The protesters were the people who stood arm in arm and sang Amazing Grace. This has been done by outside agitators, bad actors, and protesters.
Police were trying to control these, or I guess the curfew, making sure everyone was going home, and they had to use tear gas to do it. But after they deployed the cans of tear gas, then protesters dispersed. So they do have the situation under control for the most part. Again, some of these protesters, though, did not listen. They remained in the parking lot, and police had to move in and detain them. And these protesters were taken away by bus.
We just ask everyone just to, go home. It's like, this is not our city. In 2015, when Arthur Scott was killed in North Charleston, and then a white boy walked into an African-American church and killed 9 folks. We didn't have this outrage. We stood up, we marched, we protested, we sung together. We even sat around the State House and watched a black officer remove the flag, because that's how we was as South Carolinians. This is not who we are, but I understand the anger in the black community. We are tired. What else are we supposed to do? Just keep dying? We're waking up every morning and constantly have to see on our timeline a black boy or a black woman being killed senselessly.
We are going to go live now to Sheriff Leon Lott. He is on the phone with me right now. Sheriff, we're hearing reports of some shots fired in downtown Columbia near Gervais and Assembly. What can you tell us at this hour?
We did. We had some shots fired, but no one was hit. We've made a couple of arrests. Don't know if we arrested the shooter at this point, but pretty much, we're in control of the city of Columbia. It's been that way for quite some time now.
You've got a helicopter up in the air, I believe. The Richland County Sheriff's Department helicopter is up in the air, shining a spotlight. Are you guys looking for one particular person tonight, or just scoping out the streets?
No, we're looking for any of the stragglers that we've got that are left. There's a curfew. We've closed down the roads. So the only people out now are bad guys. So we're just looking for anybody who's left that's trying to roam around.